All right, hi fire signs. Welcome back to my channel, Elite Tarot by Karma with Karma. Of course, I am Karma. So we are back for a weekly reading. Fire signs, I'm getting the very much dust yourself off, okay? Dust yourself off. You took a hard hit. It's okay. All right, let's see what we have fire sign for you in store this week. We're not going to do too much talking. We're just going to jump right into it. I feel like you feel shy about something, maybe embarrassed. I don't know. All right, let's see. What do we have for fire sign? Alrighty, busted. Self-explanatory, self-explanatory, self-explanatory. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Tower moment. All right, so something had to start. I'm getting get to its lowest point in order for it to blossom and grow into something beautiful, into something meaningful. It had to get dirty, it had to get dark. Though that is how a seed sprouts, that is how a seed manifests itself into being the flower. So we'll talk about that. And then we have addiction. I don't know. I don't know. We'll talk about it for you, fire sign. I almost said Sagittarius. All right, so let's see what we have going on for you, fire sign. How y'all feeling about that? How y'all feeling about those first three cards? All right, let's see what we have in store for fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Why is busted here for fire sign? Uh-oh. We pulled two cards stuck together. All right. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. All right. The Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles under busted. All right, Queen. What you see? So the Four of Pentacles to me is a card of maybe not really having. There's something lacking. You know, I know the Five of Pentacles is more like money despair. You know, the Three of Pentacles is like working together. You know, and then the Four of Pentacles is just there. You know, what is it? Because the Queen of Pentacles is overseeing that Four of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles for fire sign, please. Why is the Four of Pentacles under the Queen of Pentacles under busted? The Seven of Cups. All right, so there's a lot of dishonesty. I feel like you saw something you needed to see, fire sign. For some reason, I'm getting it just wasn't worth much. It wasn't. There was. It wasn't worth much. There was like something you saw, text messages, emails. But the Seven of Cups is everything isn't as it seems. You know, everything that glitters is not gold. So you may have found something and it probably wasn't as big as you manifested it. Because with that Four of Pentacles, I'm just getting like it wasn't anything of value. It wasn't a big deal. But it was worth seeing. As the Queen of Pentacles, you needed to see it, right? Let's talk about the Tower moment real quick. Let's get into the full story before we try to jump to conclusions and assume what is actually happening here. Why is Tower moment here for the fire signs? All right, the Empress. The Empress is here. The Empress is here. All right, so first I'm getting to protect the womanhood, okay? This Tower moment had to happen, had to start. Now, some of y'all may be pregnant. I'm just gonna tell you now. Tower moment, seed sprouted into a flower, but that's neither here nor there. See how she's protecting her pot? She's covering and protecting her pot. For some reason, I got her womb her sacred place, something that she's protecting something of value, and then she is yielding a weapon. All right. I feel like because the weapon is torn and tattered, something here is repetitive. Like it's happened to you multiple times, or it's happened with this situation or person multiple times, and it just had to get ugly, is how I feel. I feel like she had to get ugly to protect herself or to protect what's hers. It doesn't have to be a woman, it is a feminine energy, but I just feel like she had to get down and dirty. Something could have even brought you to your knees, because I started thinking about gardening. I started thinking about being on your knees because you're having to sow something for yourself with this tower moment. You're having to sow something. You had to get your hands dirty. Something. Okay. Let's see what's here for addiction. What are we addicted to? What is said person addicted to? I don't know, fire sign. This reading is heavy. Ooh, let me take a breath. All right, Knight of Cups. Somebody's addicted to the highs and lows of the relationship. This is love. This is a lot of passion. This is a lot of, you know, this is what makes somebody happy. The Knight of Cups. If it's not that you're addicted to the early stages of love, the puppy love, then you could be addicted to this person, or have an obsession with this person whose only capacity is minimal when it comes to being able to give love or to offer love. They're not quite king, they're just knight. You know what I mean? So the love is there, the love is coming towards you. I just feel like somebody's addicted to the back and forth. Like I just feel a pull of like, we're in love, we're not in love, we're in love, we're not in love, right? And so I feel like somebody is addicted to that. You see the red and orange, it's like, we good, we not, we good, we not, we good, we not, right? But I feel like with the Empress card, the current situation, the current state of what's going on, the Empress is like, you know what? I will let this shit fall, because the Empress understands that when there's nothing left, the only thing you can do is rebuild. If you at the ground, the only way you can build is up. There's nothing to tear down. There's nothing to lose. She went for it. I would rather lose everything before I lose myself, is what I'm hearing. So she planted seeds for a new life, for a new harvest, for a new season. Okay? Whatever this energy is with the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, I just feel like the queen is the value. She has the value, right? So I saw it. I needed to see it. That's fine. Noted. Got it, right? Noted. Got it. It's like she throwing her hands up like, hey, I got it. Hey, I got it, right? The Four of Pentacles, I just feel like the Queen of Pentacles is the foundation. If she stays in her higher self, you know what I'm saying? Like she's throwing her hands up. She's putting her energy over her finances, right? Her higher self, this is the higher self of the queen. The higher self holds more value. Your lower self, like, yeah, there's knowledge there, there's wisdom there, but I'm getting that, higher self knows. It's like an intuition thing. Like, I use my emotions, I use my intuition, I know what's going on. I see something or somebody for something that it is now, right? And instead of drinking, getting depressed, focusing on whatever it is that you found out, whatever it is that hurt you, you're moving on. Because this isn't the way to heal. This isn't the way to reach your higher self. This is chaotic. It's lower vibrational, right? Lift yourself, lift your conscience, go higher. Keep a clear mind is what I'm getting. Keep thinking of things that are valuable, that are positive, right? Positivity is what I'm getting. But I wouldn't feel any way about the tower moment. Whatever fell, you allowed it to fall. I feel like you decided to stop holding it up. with the Empress card, right? You're protective of yourself, protective of your own energy, because I think you understand that the Tower moment, when things fall, when things collapse, it's your opportunity to rebuild. And one thing about fire signs, they forge. They forge. You know, things can burn down, things can burn out, but it's the fire never dies. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like to some capacity, fire sign, there's an addiction to the makeup and breakup is what I'm getting. It's not work because I know fire signs ain't out here playing about their money. I know that. So with that, I'm gonna leave you guys there. If you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. If you are not new to the channel, thank you for coming back once again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if this resonated with you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.